Hey guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk a lot about feminine energy and self-improvement topics. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about if you're confused about what to do with your life, you don't know what's your purpose, you don't know what's your goal. I mean, you have a rough idea, but then exactly you don't know what kind of stuff you want with your life. I'm gonna share some tips and some unknown and discuss topics about finding what you want to do with your life, finding the purpose, or finding the goal or dream, whatever. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up, consider subscribing for more such videos. If you are a female and you want to take care of yourself, then I have a female self-care planner. It's a PDF download. The link is in description. You can very well check it out. It's entirely based on my experience and knowledge so far. There are the above instructions, written instructions, and below is the space for you to write for about your self-care journey. Okay, you can check it out. The link is in description. Okay, anyways, let's talk about finding your purpose or finding what you want to do with your life. Now there are so many ways in which you can do that. Few of the ways I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to talk about some of the uncommon things or undiscussed things. The first way to commonly find out about who are you jealous with the people in your life, or the family member or relative or a friend or a celebrity or anyone that you know in this world who you are jealous about. Okay, whatever you're jealous about, look at that, what you're jealous about, because usually when we are jealous about something, we want that thing in our life but we don't have it, and that's why we feel jealous, because that person is having us that thing, or that person or that situation, whatever it is, we don't have it and we feel jealous. Of course it's a negative feeling, but then you can use this feeling, use this emotion as a guidance to know exactly what you want. So look at who you are jealous and why you are jealous about. Go deep dive into that and use that as a guidance, as a path to know exactly what you want. Because most of the times when we are jealous about something, someone, or whatever it is, the thing that we want is, that's why we are jealous about. So that's the number one way. The second way is actually go on social media. Now people talk about like, go off the social media, you shouldn't be using social media, social media is bad, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's bad if you use it in the negative way, but you can use it in the positive way here. Go on social media or YouTube, whatever platform you're using, look for the videos or look for the pictures and see, do you like it or not. Like, I was looking at some video right now on the YouTube and I saw, like, I've been seeing so many people, so many couples having more than 4 kids, more than 5 kids, and recently I saw one couple, I don't know where they are, but they have a YouTube channel and they have 8 kids, 6 boys and 2 girls, and I was like, wow. And they're living in the countryside, such a cool room, and it looks so cool, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. I like having like kids. I mean, of course I don't want 8 kids, but it's like fun to see that. And I was like, what is fun to see about? Go deep dive into that and know what you like. So that's the thing you can use as a guidance whenever you look on social media. If you're jealous about, you can use that. If you like something and something feels so light, so calm, and so peace, go deep dive into that and understand that there is something it's that you like about, that you want to do with your life or you want to have in your life. So that could also work as a guidance, and use that social media as a tool to know exactly what you want with your life. Another way that you can find what you want to do with your life is to follow your crazy dreams. Whatever dreams you're having, maybe you have a crazy dream to travel the world, or maybe you have a crazy dream to marry the man of your life, or marry outside the culture, outside the religion, or do this and that, or achieve this and that, whatever it is, whatever crazy dream you're having. If you watch Cinderella, you grown up as watching Cinderella and you like the Cinderella marrying a princess and you want to marry a prince. I know that's even also a part of a crazy dream, but if you have the dream and you want it, go after that. Why not? Giving it a shot doesn't hurt, and who knows? A prince of any country, any city, whatever can marry you. Why not? You are enough, you're worth it. So look at your crazy dream and see what you like about that and go after it, because those crazy dreams often are eye-opening, they are exciting, they are adventurous, they are amazing, and we feel great about the life when we have those crazy dreams. And I think everybody has that. It's just that we forget about that as we grown up, because we look at the reality of the world and we take in all the things inside, all the garbage, I can say the garbage or the trash inside of us, and forget about our dreams, forget about who we are, and then just going in different direction just because someone else wants us to go, and forgetting about who we are, what do we want with our life, and then we feel confused, we feel lost because we want something else and someone is dragging us in different direction. So I hope it makes sense. So go after your crazy dream, look for the crazy dream, think about what was that crazy dream if you forget about it. Another way to find out what you want to do with your life is look at your childhood. If you don't remember, ask your parents, ask your friends, maybe if they remember it, or ask your brother and sister, the younger brother sister who seen you growing up. Ask them what you were doing as a kid, what you were doing. Were you playing so much? Were you playing any specific sport? Were you creating art? Were you playing kitchen set? Were dressing up like a queen or a king? Like, what was that? What you were doing as a kid? Because that could work as a guidance, because usually when we are a kid, we are connected to the source before we actually get all the garbage from the world. Before that, we are tuned with the source and we do who we are. We do the things, act, behave the way we are naturally, and everybody does something or the other. So ask your parents. Even you can look at your old pictures, or if you have the videos, you can look at that and see what you were doing. What was the common things that you were repeatedly doing over and over again? And if you find that there is some similarity that you were doing over and over again, maybe give it a shot right now. Why not? Like for me, I was doing art as a kid. I was playing with the colors, making the colors, and organizing the fairs and all that kind of stuff I was doing as a kid when I have a vacation. Because I was in the school, I can't do that. But when I'm in the vacation, have a free time, I was doing that. And I use that as a guidance, and now I'm doing that. So that's the thing, another thing that I can tell you. Now, the last thing that I want to share, and then I'm going to talk about the undiscussed thing. The last thing that you could actually look, what you want to do with your life, is follow your joy, follow your happiness. Whatever you feel right in the moment. For example, if you feel right in the moment to go for shopping, like I am one to go for shopping right now, grocery shopping, I feel that this is the right thing to do. So whatever in the moment you feel right to do, or you feel good, you feel happy to do that, go and do that. Follow your joy one after the other, one after the other. And when you keep doing it, eventually you're going to lead to some way. You're going to get some idea, or you're going to meet somebody or some people, or something would happen. Something uncommon will happen in your life that will going to unreveal your path. We're going to showcase who you are. We're going to showcase what you want to do with your life, or what's your purpose. Or you may see the glimpses maybe in your dreams, or maybe you see the glimpses in when you're sitting down, you're so calm at the peace looking at the sun. Suddenly you got some idea in your brain, suddenly you meet someone, or suddenly something happened, and that gives you some idea about what you want to do with your life. So be aware of what's happening and take in the information whenever you get it, because universe is giving us all the information. And whenever we are at the peace, more calm, following our joy, following our happiness, then we receive the download the universe is giving us, and we get it and we know it. Oh wow. And that is like a sudden aha moment. It's like lightning bulb, where you're like, oh, I want to give that thing a shot. Oh, I want to meet my friend. Oh, I want to do this. And yeah, then do that. Let's talk about some undiscussed thing about following your path. When you started doing the things that you're passionate about, or when you know that you figure out something about your life, not the entire life, okay? Entire life is so big and you don't have to know in this one moment. But if you know a little bit about it and you started doing it, when you go to the level 1, or when you do that thing, the level 2 open up, the second step open up, the something opens up that is so that is beyond the scope of your limited mind, that is beyond the scope that you could even imagine, and that actually give you the new opportunity, that actually open the new door for something new that you wasn't even expecting it. That is the undiscussed part. People don't talk about that, but it happens. For example, if you want to travel, you go to somewhere, you like the country, you go there, and all of a sudden you like the country, you want to stay there longer, you stay there longer, then you meet your partner there, you meet the person, somebody who you fall in love with, then you get married there, you have kids there, and like all of a sudden all these things happen and you didn't even thought about it, you couldn't even imagine it. It was like going with the flow, and that thing happened when you actually follow your joy, or when you started doing the things that you really enjoy doing, or when you know a little bit about what you want to do with your life and you started doing that. Then when you do actually take the first step, the second step opens up, which is totally out of your mind. It happened with me. Like, I was thinking about going to Bali just for traveling. I had no idea why I'm going, but I feel like I want to go. So I went there. I'm still here. So I went. It's been like 2 months. I extended to 6 months. Then I meet somebody, fall in love, and I moved in with him. So it's been like more than a year, and we are planning for a future. So you can see it was totally unimaginable. I couldn't even imagine it. I just follow my joy. I just feel like I want to go to Bali. That's it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that. It has nothing to do with who I am. And I just like to travel the world, but I don't want to be like a digital nomad or digital expat or something like that. No, just for the sake of the fun. Nothing related to like following that kind of pursuit or that kind of profession. I hope it makes sense. So this is based on my own personal experience. I have experienced in the last year. Like, it's been almost a year and I've experienced that thing, and it was totally spontaneous, totally going with the flow. So that's the undiscussed truth about nobody talk about it. So be ready, open to that. This is the second thing I want to talk about this and discuss. Be ready and open to whatever comes out when you take the first step, because naturally the things will going to be opening up that is beyond the scope of your limited mind, and you will be like, what I'm gonna do now? I don't know what to do now. Just go with your flow and don't stop there, and be open-minded. Be curious, like a curious animal or a curious baby, and be open-minded and enjoy and go further, because eventually this is the path to your purpose. This is the path to your fulfillment. This is the path of who you are. This is the why you're born here, why you are on this planet. Because when you keep on falling, eventually you lead your way to the path that you wanted to follow for a very long time, but you were thinking and you couldn't even imagine it when you started taking the first step. Another thing I want to talk about is that oftentimes when you take the first step towards what you want to do with your life, and then something opens up that you couldn't even imagine it, then you take the step two, you're open-minded, you're curious, you're ready to learn, you're on this adventure. All of a sudden, all your old beliefs, all your old things started creeping. It happened with me, because when you go with the flow, if you follow the things, the people in your surrounding, your family members, your relatives, all of a sudden they are like, what the heck is going on? What she is doing with her life? She's following her joy. Really? Is this the way to fall? Is this the way to the path of least resistance? Is this the way to achieve the things in their life? Because 99% of the people, I think not 99%, I can say 95% of the people living the life on an automation system, like a robotic automation system, they don't know what the heck they are doing with their life, because they're just following someone else's dream, and they don't know what their dream is, because they are stopped listening to themselves. They listen to everybody other than themselves, and then they do what other people want from them, not what they want from their life. So when you open up and you take one step, second step, third step, and so on and so forth, all the old stuffs will going to come. Old friends will call you, your family members will call you, something will happen, the old stuff will come up. At that time, please don't shake up, keep going, keep flowing with your flow. Don't stop there, because it will going to come. It's coming on the surface for allowing you to release it, see it, and understand that I don't need it anymore. So you release it, and once you release it, you go even further, and even further. So these are some undiscussed things which I naturally experienced in my own personal life. I'm sharing what I've experienced in my own life. Another thing I want to talk about, the last thing that I want to talk about in the undiscussed section, that when you take the step one, you're open, you're curious, you're adventure. Take step two, step three, and the people come to you, old stuff, old beliefs, old people, old friends, or everybody comes and asks you what's happening, and then you don't care about it. You just keep flowing with the flow. You just keep taking steps and go forth. Eventually you're gonna see that the new things will going to open up even more. You see that the old leaves will going to fall off and the new leaves will going to come up. Like, I'm taking an example of a tree. You can take an example of the tree. Every season, or I think not every season, maybe in every year, the leaves of the trees fall off, the old leaves fall off, and the new leaves comes up. Just like when you keep flowing with the flow, the old things, old people, old situation, old friends that doesn't belong in your world anymore, that doesn't resonate with who you are, will going to fall off. You see that the friendships are falling apart, maybe relationship will fall apart, it will going to fall apart, and you continue to go with the flow. You don't care about it because you know that going with the flow is the only thing that you should be doing with your life, and you go with the flow, then eventually the new people who truly belong in your life, who truly resonate with who you are, will going to come. New friendship, new people, new acquaintances, new relationships, new situations, everything new will going to come up and will going to rejoice you even more than the old ones. We're going to give you more happiness, more peace, and you keep following your joy, and eventually you are there. So hopefully this video will going to help you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Your questions, your queries as usual is really welcome. Thank you so much for tuning. I'll see you the next time. Bye guys.